Hello, world. My name is Scott, or you can just call me the bitter old queen. I just have to say right off the bat that my stories are anecdotal only. I am not a professional of any type. I just want to introduce everyone to my partner, Dennis.
Hi, world.
Anyway, I brought him on here because so often I talk about him and no one's met him. I've shared pictures and all that stuff, but so here he is. This Thursday will be our 43rd anniversary. Can you believe? Can you believe it? So December 11th, 1982, we went out to a movie to see Sophie's Choice,
Right.
and we have not been apart since.
Nope.
And we were in love within days, and
Mhm.
literally haven't separated since. At least not mentally. And he's the only person I've ever been in love with. So anyway, um, we this is an update because I haven't been on because we've had so many things going on. Dennis most recently he just had a knee surgery, so
Oh, yes.
he's still on chemo for prostate cancer, and then he needed this knee surgery because his he could barely walk at this point. But during the pre-testing, they found kidney stones, so he had to have the kidney stones out first and push the surgery back. And because of the chemo, he's uh, a little bit anemic and weak and stuff from the chemo, but strong enough for the surgery. So anyway, it was a delicate balance of trying to figure out everything. Very concerned because he's also on blood thinners, and so you don't want him to fall. And so I was making him get me up in the middle of the
But believe it
night,
or not, I'm in good shape.
and
It's up
but
tower.
made it all through. No, no, no. It was touch and go there for a few nights. It was pretty
Yeah.
dicey, a few days there. But thank goodness. So anyway, the whole thing was exhausting, and then my shoulder and back went out at the same time. So we were both hobbling around here. It was quite funny, but we're both on the mend, and Dennis is still getting physical therapy. Was 3 times a week. The
Going
next
down to two.
next week it starts twice a week at home here, and then he'll probably be going out for therapy too. I mean, for sure. So we made it through. Everything's great. But I wanted to tell people this because we have been on a decluttering journey now for years. Okay, we've been trying to do it, and it's taken us years to do it. But it's one of the best things we've done. It's caused arguments between us. It's been a big bone of contentious. We both regret some of the arguments that we had over junk. It was ridiculous. But
Really.
but a piece of advice from both of us is don't let it get out of hand like we did. Okay.
Oh,
Um,
so true.
what was funny when I first met Dennis, he didn't have any junk in this place. It was so Spartan, and I couldn't believe it. But then he takes me up to Massachusetts to his family home, and I see that's where all his junk landed. And then that's where all of my junk started landing, all my clothes and books and all kinds of crap. And so, but then his parents, they passed away, and he got rid of the house. So then we had to bring some of the junk back here and sort through. But we crammed, and anyways, we are almost through. We're actually now it's really more maintaining. We really don't have anything to deep dive into
No.
anymore. But it's really more maintaining now and keeping up what we've done. But it made things so much easier to have the house clean and organized,
True.
and to not be searching for things
Hmm.
constantly and stuff like that, because that's what had happened to us. We were, when you can't find things. So I just also want to wish everyone happy holidays. The holidays coming,
Same here.
and whatever you celebrate, have a wonderful time with your family. And don't forget the children. Children deserve to get gifts on Christmas. Please give to children's charities and make sure they have a good Christmas.
Exactly.
And it's funny, when I look back on Christmases, right? We've had a lot of wonderful Christmases together. The first few Christmases, the first Christmas of 1982, we had met December 11th, and I stayed here alone with the cat. Dennis had invited me to go to Massachusetts. I said no. I would feel weird. I just met you, and I stayed here with the cat. But then that summer, I called my mom and I said I want to come for the next Christmas to Iowa, and wanted to get my plane ticket. Back then, you needed to get a plane ticket in July if you wanted to get a flight for Christmas. I mean, literally. So that's how bad it was. But so she told me that, and this is horrible. She said, "Well, if don't you think you need to go to the doctor and get yourself checked because I don't want to catch anything from you from sitting on my couch." So that's how my mother was at the time. So I didn't go back to Iowa then for several years. The only way I went back was about 4 years later. She had a brain tumor, and so I went back. And then I went back 5 years later because my sister graduated from high school. But so I spent a lot of Christmases with Dennis, especially in the beginning, and because my family were jerks at the time, and there was
Hmm.
a lot of drama and issues. So it was just easier to go hang out with his family. And anyway,
And my family liked him.
they did very much. So
Yeah.
then this year for Christmas, though, we're sticking with the $20 gift each. I'm giving him a little the grooming stuff, and he's giving me a yogurt separator, and that's how we're going to be our Christmas. We're decorating the house, of course, and we're doing other things to celebrate the, holiday. But it's a kind of a low key holiday for us this year. So
Hmm.
the most important thing, though, because Christmas season, this is when we fell in love. So and we
That's
remember all
right.
that stuff. I shared in one of my videos our first New Year's. We went to studio and the Weather Girls sang "Raining Men," and we had there's a lot of very special memories all the way back then
True.
in the ancient days. So anyway, but the other thing too, can you believe he's 81? Can you believe it?
I look and I could tell. God.
No, I think you look very hot. So and I'm
Oh.
61. Can you imagine
Oh.
that? Oh my God, Seth. And yeah, when we met, I was 18 and he was 38. So
Yep.
anyway.
And
43 years. Everybody said it wouldn't last.
he kept
Don't listen.
chasing me. Won't give
Don't
up.
listen to them people. If you are head over heels in love with somebody, just it will. If it's meant to be,
It's meant to
it
be.
will be,
It
and it
will.
and it was for
Yep.
us. Okay. So thank you so much for coming to court. I'm glad we got to update you. I'm glad you got to meet Dennis.
Okay.
It was great to be back doing a video because I had to take some time off, and we still miss Leo, who died August 15th, our beloved tuxedo cat. And, we still think of him every day. And we still miss having cats. We had cats for almost all of our time together, except for maybe a year there in the middle. We always had at least one cat. So, anyway, I have a wonderful Christmas, everyone. Happy holidays, happy Hanukkah, whatever you celebrate, and I hope you get to spend time with your family and the ones that you love. And I'm just so happy again that I get to spend my holiday with the man I love most. Okay,
Me also.
okay,
Yes. Have a wonderful one, everyone.
okay. Love you. Give me a kiss. Okay. Have a great day, everybody. Thank you for coming to court.